But bro,
they won't put up a fight.
He can't because he's evil.
When it comes to the civilians, dog, because I went back to the chapter where she punched this nigga in the face with fucking nukes, dog. To the sea floor, bro. That bitch blew the sea floor. You know how big that wave is? So many millions of niggas are about to die, bro. Like, the resultant fucking tidal wave, it's niggas gone. One earthquake did us dirty in 2011, bro, or 14. Wow. Nigga, it's over with. So many niggas dead from this.
We must pay homage to him.
Tomura for one, man. That's what I'm calling them. That's the name for now.
How
do we feel about Tomura for one?
All for Tomura?
Instead of all for Shigaraki? Because that sounds a little weird. What was the other one you said?
I was just saying all for Tomura.
I can kind of hear that.
But no, I like Tomura for one.
It sounds like the name of a TV show.
Wow. Yeah, that nigga completed now, bro. He completed. It's over with. Like,
so even from that last chapter, you don't think that Stars and Stripes last ditch effort?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that shit. Y'all think that shit gonna?
I mean, I don't know about stick, but I think weaken him to a decent degree as far as letting him lose out some quirks. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that was 100% to level the playing field because I felt like that nigga was like, oh wait a minute. Deku's gonna have a real tough time beating this nigga. So I felt like that, like, oh, we gonna steal some quirks from you real quick. Was that alright, let's make it so they're both goats, but it just makes more sense.
He only had to get rid of one quirk, let's be real. And that's disintegration, like Tomura's actual quirk. If he didn't get rid of disintegration, like, bro, it ain't changed shit. Because let's say if he got rid of all the muscle quirks, the nigga got what do you call it? New Order. He can just be like, I'm damn near as strong as All Might. He back up buff again. You feel me? Like,
if they didn't get rid of New Order, he got to get rid of New Order.
Yeah, now he can't even use.
He has to get rid of New Order because that's the one.
They say he had to get rid of it.
Yeah, because
that's the one that's killing. Yeah, that's the one that's killing all his other quirks.
How do you get rid of the quirk if you don't have anybody to give it to?
He can do. That's his power. He can pass
he was saying he's going to give it to one of the pilots or something, I guess.
Oh, yeah, okay. I need to.
But that's where it's going to get fucked up because in my mind, I'm like, if he gives it to one of the pilots, then it happens again. But then the question becomes, because her order was just, it wasn't specifically Tomura. It was, if anybody steal this shit, attack their quirks. But I'm guessing the pilots don't have a quirk. Exactly. So I'm like, if he gives them, so are they just going to be the new Stars and Stripes, or is the quirk just not going to do shit?
I mean, they'll have the quirk, but I assume they won't be as good as her because they haven't, practiced with it.
Well, of course that. I'm just wondering if they're actually going to, like, if this power is actually going to transfer, or if this is the last we're going to see of New Order. That's my question.
It's the last usable thing I think we'll see. Because I mean, if she gives it to somebody unimportant, what they gonna do? Them niggas trash. That's like when Deku first got.
Hey, come on, bro. Take a smile.
Okay.
I don't know. If I had to guess, I feel like in the very end of the fight, like simply what's going on now is just going to F him up so much that he's not going to be able to continue fighting, and she's going to somehow finesse gain the power back, and it's just going to be called. Because in my opinion, like, that was the one thing I was trying to figure out ever since they first met up, as far as Stars and Stripes and Tomura, is simply what is going to be the end result from this fight, and I just couldn't figure that out. Because initially, I was just thinking that she was literally there to make Shigaraki more broken. And really, that was going to piss me off if that was just the case. But now, if she actually has an everlasting effect or just a basic intro fight, so she's like, now I know what I'm dealing with, now let me rock with the other Japanese heroes and make a plan, that would make sense. But they were leaning towards too much to one of them dying, which didn't make any sense to me. And now, it's finally clicking. Because like he's actually taking reasonable, respected damage. And he's like pretty much going to the point where ish needs to happen or else I might lose / die. So in my opinion, I just feel like the power is just going to somehow magically end up either back to her or to her, and then she gets capped but it ends up with Shigaraki being a lot less stronger, a lot less broken. Then he runs away, and now he's more manageable to deal with. But
so 2 things came to mind with what you said. The first one was I forgot, but the second one was this the trap? You get what I'm saying? They made the Admiral Akbar reference, and technically her new order quirk transfer was a trap. So I'm like, was this the callback to what that whole thing was?
No, I don't think so.
It could have
That's what I'm saying. And then now I remember the other thing I want to say. The other thing I want to say is everything you just said just pissed me off more about the fucking Hero Society. And it was that one sentence you said of like she pulled up instead of working with the heroes. Like now that I think about it, I'm just like, why?
no, I thought that's what she was doing. Like Tomura rode up on her.
But she got intercepted.
Right?
Okay,
Did Shigaraki roll up on her?
Because I was about to go on another.
That's not what happened. Basically,
was she?
She was looking for him.
Okay.
They said they got shit going on in their own countries, so they couldn't send her, and they were like, "Don't go." She said,
left
"Fuck
anyway."
that, I'm
Right,
pulling
but
up.
I mean, I thought she was more pulling up to help, like Japan. You know what I mean? Like help Japan handle Shigaraki.
Yeah, so she's going to help.
Yeah,
She's going to help by fighting that nigga one
Yeah,
on
she
one.
was. She didn't want to land in Japan. She didn't want to land in Japan. I'm pulling up on this nigga.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Pulling up on you.
Damn.
But the Stars and Stripes part, I thought that little final move was not what I expected her to use that power for, but I wasn't mad at it. If I put it that way.
I respect.
Final move?
Go ahead.
The big old version of her.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was a very All Might move, but honestly, I would say if that was your trump, her real trump card was that poison thing. But like, if that was her ultimate move, I don't know if that's where I would go if I had that quirk. If that's what you would see my strongest move being. But I won't say I was mad at it.
I think that was the best possible, strongest move she could do. I'm talking about her end move, giant muscle version of her into 5 intercontinental ballistic nukes, and then punches you with 5 nukes in the face. Nigga, that's the hardest move you can do. She literally hit this nigga with 5 nukes. Like,
hey, I mean, really, the hardest move really is her saying, like, touching you and saying you're gonna die. It just didn't work on him, like, because he got 2 people inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I guess I felt like there could have been some creative ways. To me, it just seemed very what I thought her character was, which is like an American All Might copy. So she's just going to come out with some big, devastating shit. But I'm like, there's definitely fancier ways, I think, to finesse that kill with a power like hers. I'm not mad at what she did. I thought it was dope. I thought it looked dope. I just was like, okay, I don't know if that's really the best way to have executed this. I just feel like with her power, there was probably a foolproof solution. The name thing didn't work. I don't know. For some reason, I haven't come to it.
I have to hear it to really see it. Because, like, low-key, if you really do think about it, like, homie really did need to get atomized because of that ultra regeneration, right? And, like, 5 nukes, that should have did it. Right? So.
Yeah, and then... Right. And you couldn't just touch him and do it, because, like, again, so using his name won't work. So that's really... She just needed as much firepower as possible, and that's, like you said, what's more firepower than that shit.
So I don't know. I don't completely disagree with you just because of the flexibility of that ability in the first place. So I could maybe see another option popping up, but I honestly just can't think of it. So I can't say.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, I'm not mad at the move. I just think it was more or less done for the flashiness of it.
Oh yeah,
from
when that gets animated.
And what might have been the most effective in that scene.
I'm kind of upset that like the power is kind of gone now, because like you said, it does seem like a lot more that it can do, and we didn't really see anything like you did at all. We just got to.
I thought that was more than enough. Different, bro.
I would actually like for All For One to have it. Just because I know he's gonna have some creative ass ways to use that shit. I would love to see him use it.
And then combining it with other quirks,
see, my issue with him having that is that thematically it doesn't serve a purpose, right? Because he's probably gonna really use it to like, hey, if I touch you, you die. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of already has a "if I touch you, you die" move. Like it to me, like
until that bitch get taken away.
Yeah, I guess, right? Like now, if they take it away and he gets stuck with this quirk, like they basically strip him down to just that quirk, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That'll be very
I'll take
interesting.
it.
It's not happening though. There's no way he's getting this shit off. It's just a matter of like when and how. I said, I think that more or less why he got it was to trim the playing field, because even with the full 100%, and even if Deku achieves like All Might level feats naturally without doing that full 100% thing with the other quirks, I still can't see how Tomura wouldn't beat him, especially with the All for One intellect behind him. I do not think Deku is more strategic than the All for One I see right now. At least Deku right now. He definitely has battle strategies, but I don't know if this nigga has prepped this shit for a while.
Bro.
And really, his main goal is, I just need to touch you. Like, that's... Well, I don't know how he's trying to get it for the... Actually, let me take that back. Because I don't know what his plan is to get one for all from Deku. But there is some plan, I'm guessing.
I mean, I don't know if he's trying to take one for all, right?
Yeah, that's his whole goal.
Yeah.
He's taking one for all.
Mm-hmm. He said he said that somehow that multiplying quirk helps him more than everything else.
I mean, if you just kill him, who has to go do shit?
Well,
no, I think it's like something in his head.
Quirk.
Like, don't you know how quirks can kind of like affect you? Something in his head, just like, nah, nigga, you gotta get that quirk. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's like irrationally like, instead of vapor, like, I gotta take this nigga quirk.
I'd vaporize his ass.
I really think that nigga just wanted to talk to his brother again.
Wow.
Like, fuck it.
That'd be interesting.
What if all this was just so he could be like, hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
I'd be done.
As a civilian,
I'd be so done.
Hey, you want to talk about civilians?
You brought the world into your brotherly drama, nigga.
Hey, if the hero is called LAKEY, just let him get the quirk, and it'll be all good.
But bro,
they won't put up a fight.
He can't because he's evil.
When it comes to the civilians, dog, because I went back to the chapter where she punched this nigga in the face with fucking nukes, dog. To the sea floor, bro. That bitch blew the sea floor. You know how big that wave is? So many millions of niggas are about to die, bro. Like, the resultant fucking tidal wave, it's niggas gone. One earthquake did us dirty in 2011, bro, or 14. Wow. Nigga, it's over with. So many niggas dead from this.
Which is why it's even more of a bad decision to go that route. Because if she's an All Might-esque type person, that is way too loud of a move to use. Yeah. Like, unless they're for sure that they're that safe.
Like, that nigga Endeavor is on it. Endeavor can see that shit from the mainland Japan. They in the Pacific Ocean. That nigga out, he flying along, and there's a panel where he literally looking to the side like, what the fuck? I'm like, bitch, what did you do? You sunk Japan.
Damn, bro. That's not real.
I guess that's one way.
I did it for all.
Surely the real world physics won't be in play here. Because if it is, all of Japan is dead anyway.
Woo.
That was the trap.
Right? And then the United States, like, bro, we have to go to war. Why did y'all shoot 5 nukes over our fucking sea?
That's fair, though.
A superhero told us to, bro. What a ridiculous situation to be in. And that bitch still
I'm telling you, there's an international incident after this of all the bullshit that happened. But I'll leave it alone.
It's getting political.
Anything else? Do you guys want to put respect on with the Stars and Stripes some more for one?